What is up, everyone? Welcome back to What the Marriage.
Yeah.
You know who we are. So look, hey, we just got done with our table read for our upcoming Easter film called The Bigger Picture. Now look, if y'all are members of New Day, or if you've ever visited New Day, which is our home church here in Corona, California, if you came out last Easter Sunday, we were at Dos Lagos Theater, and we were given the opportunity by our amazing bishop, Tony Dunn, to write and produce the Easter film that was shown to a completely packed out theater, which was dope, right?
Cool as ever.
Completely dope.
Yeah.
So we're running it back this year. So we wrote, actually I went through and I wrote part 2, and it is an amazing sequel. We're super excited that we're going to be able to have the opportunity to bless so many people again on Easter Sunday. So look, check it out. If you're in the area, stop by Dos Lagos Theater. We're going to be having service at 10 a.m. More to come. But look, if you can't make it out, we are absolutely, once the film is done, we're going to be able to upload it so y'all can go and check it out. So
Yeah, check it out on the website.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but look, that's actually like what we want to talk about today is like dreams, and what does it mean to sacrifice your dream?
Sacrifice a dream.
So look, I'm a writer, I'm a director, I'm an actor. My husband is a music producer. He writes. We do a lot of stuff. And
Yeah.
where we're at this season in our life, people are like, oh my gosh, you guys are just doing so much. You're so blessed. You just look at this. And I'm like, we are. I really feel like we're like in our bamboo season. Like 2023 has been so amazing. Like we told you last week, we got this amazing facility and God is just rocking and rolling. We're moving with him, right? But it wasn't always like this though.
No.
It wasn't always like this. And
Nope.
if you met us in our early 20s when we first got married and first started having kids, we was all over the place.
And we had to sacrifice a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Sacrifice a lot of stuff.
So this episode is called Sacrificing the Dream. And yeah, let's get into it. So
What does it mean to sacrifice the dream? To you?
to me,
Yeah.
like I said, when we first started out, acting was real big for me. I wanted to act. I wanted to be an actor. And if I could get into a play somewhere and be on some of these theater troupe, I was there.
Wait. So you act?
I do act.
Okay. Prove it. Give me something that has to deal with sacrificing the dream. Give me some Viola. Y'all, if she really act, y'all about to see some Viola. Hold up. That camera right there. No,
This camera right here?
Yeah, that one right
This
there.
one? No, this one?
That
This
right-
one?
Nah, this one right there. Give me some Viola.
I've been standing with you, Troy. I got a life too. I gave 18 years of my life to stand in the same spot as you. You think I didn't want to know other men? No.
I love it. I told you she act. I told y'all she act. That was good. Okay. Carry on. Wait. She gave 18 years though? That was from...
Look, if any of y'all
What-
saw Fences,
Okay.
man.
As long as y'all know what it's at.
But that's what we're talking about, right? In
Yes.
Fences. Like, in Fences, look. Dude had a nerve to go out, get another chick pregnant, talking about...
Right?
Talk about I just needed somebody that was gonna make me feel good. I just needed. She's like, Violet's like, hold up, ninja, hold up.
Right?
I gave 18 years of my life standing in the same spot as you, doing the same stuff you was doing,
Sacrificing.
sacrificing, and then you act like I ain't do nothing, like you was the only one that was given. Nah. She was like, hold up. But it's true, right? So for me, sacrificing is the ultimate selfless act of saying, you know what? I see you, my spouse. You are moving, you're grooving, you got a dream, you got things that you're trying to do. And selfishly, I might have stuff I'm trying to do, but I'm going to stop all that. I'm going to shut it all down. I'm going to support you. Yeah. And how many times you see that all the time? I mean, we have a lot of friends that we know that have gone back to school to get their masters, their doctorates.
Right.
And you know how much time and energy that takes, especially if you got kids. And if you don't got kids that are out of the house, you know what it's like to have school age kids. So somebody got to sacrifice.
Exactly. You can't do it at the same time.
No.
Cannot do it at the same time. And if you try to do it at the same time, you could fracture. You could
Absolutely.
fracture.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you can't go separate ways, because sacrifice, it's the very nature to give something up.
Right.
That's
right.
its very nature. Sacrifice is, let's give something up. What are you willing? Our bishop always say, what are you willing to give up to go up?
Right.
So
right.
that sacrifice, especially when it happens with careers. So I want to just kind of give some backstory about the whole Atlanta journey. The sacrifice for us was, or excuse me, the sacrifice for you,
Yeah.
not
for me,
us,
For me,
for
yeah.
you
Yeah.
was, I was all in on the music thing. I was like, Atlanta's popping, it's jumping off. I got to get there. Because when I get there, everything gonna jump off. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be that dude.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't happen like that. But what happened was, my lovely, amazing, beautiful wife was like, let's do it. Let's do it. So we packed up and we was like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
She was all on board. Failure, crashed, and burned. Burned.
But you know what?
Burned. That's what I did.
God has a funny way of protecting you from stuff and
He does.
getting you out of stuff that you got yourself into, and then he
Absolutely.
doesn't hold it against you.
Nope.
So,
He uses it.
right, absolutely. And that's what he did, because we packed up everything. And I had a job. I was working at an insurance company. I'm not going to name the name because there might be people out there that know me. So anyway, I was working for an insurance company, and when he first brought the idea to me of moving to Atlanta, I was like, let me see if there's any spots in Atlanta I could transfer.
Look, hold up, wait. So she about to gloss over that. So what happened was, look, first of all, we was sleeping in my brother's dining room.
His dining room.
Like we had a whole bed in the dining room.
Like when people would walk in, they would just be like, there was a whole queen size bed in his dining room.
Not even like a little twin.
It was a queen size bed.
Queen size bed right in the dining room.
So people would walk by us, be like, hey, you got some people sleeping in your dining room on a bed.
And look, it's funny. The dining room was right between the kitchen and the living room.
Right, so you had
you couldn't go get nothing out the refrigerator. You couldn't go get no Kool-Aid. You couldn't get nothing without walking by our bed.
Right. So imagine during the day, you be like, I'm going to just take me a nap, or I'm going to just chill in my bed that happens to be between the living room and the kitchen.
Dining room.
You just be like,
Dining
y'all
room.
wildin'. So yeah, so that's where we was at.
In the dining room.
In the dining room.
Go ahead.
So we talked about it, and listen, even to this day, people still hit me up on Facebook, because if y'all know my husband, he is not a Facebook dude. He's not a social media dude.
Nope.
Doesn't have any personal accounts out there.
Nope.
Just because he's just not that type of dude. And there's a lot of people that are like that.
Nope.
So for the most part, people will reach out to me if they're trying to hit him up or check on, see how he's doing, whatever.
And let me clear something up. I don't have a problem with social media. I think social media is very necessary, especially in today's age. It's very necessary. But I'm also from a generation that had pagers. Guys, real talk, man. Throw it in the comments if y'all remember a day when y'all like, dude, when you actually would leave out the house.
And then nobody know where she was at.
It wasn't no location finding. It wasn't no nothing. You could just leave out the house and be like, where they at?
And you be like, I don't know.
Shut
when they
up.
coming back, I don't know.
Shout out to payphones too, man. Like,
Yo.
yeah, anyway, I'm getting off track. Go ahead.
Like I said, to this day, people is still trying to hit me up like, hey, John still doing music? John still doing music? Some people call him Jay.
Yup.
Jay still doing music? And I'm
Yup.
like, yeah, but not for you. Why? Because we know that secular music, that secular life, boy, got him caught up in some stuff. So that's why
Absolutely.
it was like, nah, I gotta use my gift for God, or I'm not using it.
Right,
So
right.
but at that point in time, we're gonna fold back over to Atlanta. So the reason why we packed up and moved to Atlanta is because We're sleeping in his brother's dining room. Dorian was upstairs sharing a bedroom with his son and his other kids. And we're just like, dude, this ain't working out. So the job I had, I was like, once we started talking about it, we was like, all right, well, how we gonna make money then? I mean, until this thing pop off. And I'm like, I could probably transfer with my job.
And that's what she literally
and
just said.
And that's what I did. I could transfer with my job.
She said it like she had the hands and everything. It was night. I think we just had spaghetti or something. Look,
it was late.
We just came out the kitchen. We in a dining room bed, and just a crazy idea. And that's what I love about my amazing wife is when I throw out an idea, because I'm the dreamer. I'm a big dreamer. That's what I do. I was born like that.
And I'm an executor. So
I mentioned it. I had no idea how we were going to pull it off. And she was like, well, she went into
full go mode. Full go.
I was like, you could transfer?
I was like, I don't know. I'm going to try. So I went to work the next day. And I got online, and you know how they have those intranet portals. I went on there and I was like, I'm going to find a job. And then they had a job, but it wasn't doing the same thing I was doing before. It was in sales. So I was like, I could do sales. So then I applied. I had an interview. I explained my husband was, we were relocating. So for my husband's music career and whatever. And they were like, oh, that's so cool. So then I got the job, right? Long story short, I got the job. And I'm thinking I'm going to make way more money. It's Atlanta. I'm going to make way more money than I'm making now. Wrong. I made the same. It was like a lateral move. And I was like, all right, well, I guess that's okay. We still got money. So.
And it wasn't California.
And it wasn't California
Atlanta
expensive.
Atlanta was a lot cheaper.
It was a lot cheaper, but it still wasn't, we were hoping for more money. But anyway.
Yeah. So
then we pack up everything and we move.
You're right.
We move.
The sacrifice. So
the sacrifice was, I'm like, all right, we're sacrificing everything. We're sacrificing being with our family. We're packing up. We're moving somewhere we don't know anything about for what? The dream. So going back real quick, I wanted to act. But there was no way in the world that I could pursue acting the same time that he was pursuing his music. There was no way.
Exactly.
There was no way. So it was a decision point for me. Like, we were in Pittsburgh and I was acting. I was doing shows. I was doing theater. But in order for him to pursue his music, I had to shut all that down. You're like, well, you could have did it in Atlanta. No, I couldn't have done it in Atlanta because we have Dorian at this point. So somebody has to work because y'all know what it's like if y'all work and don't got benefits.
Oh no. Say it again.
Don't get hurt.
Don't say it again.
I need benefits.
Listen, how many of y'all got benefits right now? Some of y'all got some of our audience don't got benefits.
Look, benefits, man.
Should we do a benefit giveaway?
Dude, we ain't giving no benefits away. But I'll give you the number to Medi-Cal. I'll give you the number to Cal Connect.
Okay, we ain't there yet,
we
y'all.
ain't there yet. But no, in all seriousness, benefits are a huge thing. So one of us had to have a consistent, stable job, which means one of us had to sacrifice what we were dreaming for so that the other could pursue that thing, that next big thing.
The fun and fancy stuff.
Yeah.
So that you one is having fun and the other one is like, well, I'm doing a 9 to 5 that's slaving, so you can. If you don't do it right, and if you guys don't talk about it, if you guys don't plan out accordingly, you want to talk about bitterness.
Oh my, yeah.
Regret. I'm holding it down, and you ain't doing. You just out here playing, or you out here.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to make sure. What I had to make sure is every day I'm working on my craft.
Yeah.
Every day I look like I'm doing something, because the very moment I don't look like I'm doing something.
This is not giving what I thought it was supposed to have gave.
You're right. And it's funny. So we're talking about sacrificing a dream. Now let's talk about how it was viewed through our family. Atlanta was a failure for us.
Yeah, it was.
It was a failure for us.
Yeah.
We learned a lot, but God didn't allow things to jump off or didn't allow us to prosper for whatever reason.
If we would have been successful, if his music career would have jumped off the way that we had hoped or expected it to, it would have destroyed us. We wouldn't even be here talking to you today. It would have destroyed us.
Real
because
talk.
one thing
Okay.
you have to understand is that
Real
when
talk.
you're pursuing dreams, if you don't pursue the dream the right way and you're not in sync with your spouse, it will absolutely destroy your marriage. Because if your marriage isn't strong enough to handle what you're getting into, it'll fall apart. It'll absolutely fall apart. In our marriage, we were not strong at all. The arguments, the finances, the disagreements,
Wow.
there was bitterness because I wasn't getting able to act, all kind of things. We were not strong as a unit. So any success that would have came, we automatically weren't just going to be like, oh, this is great. Now we got money. No. Money does not. And that's why you see all those Hollywood celebrities hopping from relationship to relationship, and getting divorced and getting remarried, divorced and remarried. You know, they on their fifth or sixth spouse. And then you're like, well, why? Because money is not what's going to make you happy. So that success part, if we would have found the success, we would have had money, but our marriage would have fell apart and we would not be here today. And that's why I believe God was like, no, you're not even ready for it. You're not, I'm not going to watch this prosper. And I didn't even tell y'all to go. I didn't tell y'all to pack up and go. You didn't seek me. You didn't ask me.
Real talk. That's on a wow. That's super real.
So
We definitely. So
it was a failure.
one of the things I learned for that before we made the jump to California was we looked at our failures. And that was one of the things that I noticed that was the absolute biggest thing that we didn't do. When we got to Atlanta, we didn't go to church.
Nope.
We weren't connected to anyone.
That wasn't even a priority.
It was all about try to pursue our career at any cost.
Yep.
And me, more important, let me reframe that. I need to pursue my career at any cost, even
Right.
if it costs me a relationship with my wife, even if it costs me a relationship with my son, even if it costs me a relationship with my family.
If you don't actually bring that person in on what you're trying to build and you just building over here in a silo by yourself, and then all of a sudden, wow, I got successful. I found success. And then they're just like, all right, good for you. Well, I built this for us. You ain't build this for us. You build it for yourself. That's how you have that happen where people be like, yeah, I mean, things was good. And then I built this and then I built this. Not we built this. I built this. So look, if you're not building with the person that you with, and I'm talking to y'all married folks, if y'all not building with the husband, the wife you with, and you over here by yourself just building, what good is it if you get there and that person ain't there?
They ain't there.
So that's what we knew we couldn't have happen. So when he was like, all right, I want to pursue this. And I believed in him. Honestly, I'm his biggest fan. And like I said, y'all gonna hear some stuff come out of his shop that's gonna be just dope and amazing. But look, I'm his biggest fan. So when he said, no, this is what I'm trying to do, I believed in that. Why? Because we had fostered that relationship. I had seen what he could do. I heard what he can do. I saw how people responded to how amazing he was at his craft. So there was no doubt in my mind, oh, he's going to be successful. He's got this locked down. So wherever he's going, I'm going to follow. I bought into his dream. But how many relationships do you see where they be like, they didn't buy into they partner's dream?
Oh, that's really good. And I think you see it when a person doesn't buy into another person's dream is because they're building without them. Sometimes, guys, it takes really long to build certain things.
Oh, man, yeah.
I have to say it again. Some things take longer to build than others.
Yeah.
So let me say it differently. So if I have to build, if it's taking longer and I'm not checking in,
Yeah.
sometimes you can build something and then when you're done building, the person that you were building it for, just like you said, or building it, they don't even want no part of it because it costs so much pain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't just sacrifice and put yourself in a silo and you're forgetting about the
Yep.
person that you're building with.
Yep. So it goes back to, what can your marriage handle and what do you know about your spouse? What do you know to be true? So sometimes you got that person where you're like, no, I'm chasing this dream. I'm chasing this dream. But if you got a dude that's out there, and we're going to use music, for example, you got a dude that's out there chasing the dream, chasing the bag, chasing the life.
Right.
How do you fit into that life?
Exactly.
So you got to know your spouse. I knew my husband wasn't out chasing the life as it relates to the girls, the cars, the houses. Money was huge because he knew money is going to change the lives of everybody that I know. But if you got somebody that's chasing the life, that lifestyle, which means everything that comes along with that lifestyle, then you're probably not going to make it out. You're probably not going to make it out of this one in good standing.
And the bag is the most important. So you know if it doesn't have financial gain, then you like, well, I ain't gonna do it. That's what
Right.
motivates most people.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's that financial. Where am I going to be financially after I complete this task?
Right.
Where am I going to be?
Right.
We're just trying to get you to see in this podcast who's going to be there when I complete this task.
Yeah. Yeah.
What my wife didn't say is music took a tremendous toll on me because I didn't do it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I shut everything down.
Which is why
I shut everything down. Everything down because I had to choose. It was either music or my wife. Don't ever make me choose because I'm going to choose my wife every single time. And fellas, I hope you do the same. If you get to the point where you see the stress and you have to look for it, I look for it. I looked for it. So it wasn't one of them things that I ain't look for. You got to look for it, fellas. Do not be building and get tunnel vision that you like, this is all I'm focused on. I know it's so easy to do. I seen the signs. Things was getting bad. Real talk. They was getting bad.
Yeah.
They was getting bad. And I was like, I can't do two things at once. And I had to choose. So fellas, always choose your wife over the bag every single time.
Because look, your marriage is going to be the number one thing.
Number one.
Not the dream you're chasing, not the career you want to pursue, not the business you want to build. It's your marriage.
Oh, wow. Say that again. Just a little. Yeah, say that again.
Your marriage is going to be the most important thing that you focus on. It's not going to be the career you're chasing, the business that you're building, the degree that you're coveting, none of that stuff.
Now, let me jump in. My marriage is the most important thing, not the space we have.
Yep.
Not any career aspirations that I'm trying to achieve.
Nope.
My wife is trying to achieve. My marriage is the most important right now.
Because for real, you can have everything we have in this building. You can have every piece of equipment. You can have the building itself. Because if I don't have this guy right here and we're not good, then none of this matters, because I understand that God gave me him.
And God gave me her.
So look, it's right there. So if I'm not building with him and we're not in sync and we're not moving in the way that God said to move, then this is all for naught. Like all of this stuff. So we understand that that's what it means when you're like sacrificing. I will sacrifice any dream I have to make sure that I am focusing on nurturing and building the marriage and growing through the junk of marriage with who God gave me. And we encourage y'all
That's good.
do that. So
that's good.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's it.
You,
That's
man.
it. I mean,
you just said it all now. Wow, that's good.
that's it. So
That's
look,
good.
if y'all still ain't like or subscribe to our channel yet, what are y'all waiting on? If y'all checking us out right now, we appreciate y'all. So head on over to the YouTube channel, or if you're just checking us out on Apple Music, leave us a review.
Yeah,
they
definitely.
help really. They really do, for real, help us.
Yep.
So look, subscribe, like, share. Make sure you turn on your post notifications so you don't miss an episode. And look, guys, y'all can kind of feel like y'all blessed because y'all getting 2 episodes this week, so we can make sure we giving y'all content on every Thursday. So yeah, we appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Is that it?
That's it.
You know what it is.
Give me a kiss.